So this is the story of Andrew Penzi. He just met up with me at my house. We are now headed to the Maryland scouting aspect of the map reading challenge, and my hair's a mess. And his car sort of broke down on him last night. So he slept in his car, had it towed to a garage. They looked at it and said there's nothing wrong with it. So we're gonna take it to the garage near my house, drop it off. He's gonna ride down with me to the map reading challenge. And I was joking around with him. I said, I'm gonna have to make it a new requirement that people who apply for the map reading challenge must have a car that is no older than 3 years old, because we need reliable transportation. But then that would exclude me, so I can't do that. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Penzi.
So I was saying, thanks for waiting for me, because I was a little concerned at first if you, Lewis, and the new guy were all waiting for me to go. I was feeling some pressure to get my car fixed and rolling again. So I was feeling bad holding up the whole crew. So at first I was telling you, maybe you should just go ahead. But you just held fast and you waited for me, so I appreciate that.
And I view it sort of as God's timing. And this is something for the viewers out there if I end up using this little segment, but in life we get all kinds of curveballs thrown at us all the time, and I found that I used to get really upset about certain ones, like I'm trying to put this production together and this person can't make it and that and it was a little harder for me, but then I did, when you just take a look at life and say, you know what, I'm not going to let it bother me, because there's nothing you can do about it, and
part of the bigger plan.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if we would have got there at the time we were supposed to, there could have been a rattlesnake at the spot we were walking to today, right. And you could have got bit by a rattlesnake, and then we're at the hospital. But now that rattlesnake's not going to be there.
Go this morning.
That's the whole thing. No, but the point is, I just trust that there's a reason, or God gives reason to things that do happen. So. So I've been totally relaxed. Got a message from Lewis that he might be delayed now, and all that kind of stuff. So it was no problem at all.
Great.
But anyway, I got the camera out here, and why don't you tell us a little bit about Andrew Penzi? Let the crowd meet Andrew Penzi.
You better sit down for this one.
We are sitting down.
Okay. Andrew Penzi is a landscape architect from New York. Come back, New York. And I guess, I always loved the outdoors, which drove me to landscape architecture. I got a degree in horticulture, then went on to landscape architecture. But I always loved the outdoors, and always loved fishing and doing a little camping, a lot of that stuff. So just hunting, it just seemed like it made sense. I just started hunting like 7 years ago. No one in my family hunts or anything, but it just made sense, It was like...
Hunting makes sense.
It was a good fit. Yeah.
Words of wisdom from Andrew Penzi. Hunting makes sense. That's going to be your new slogan. Continue, I'm sorry.
Well, that's like the meat of it, I guess, right there, is that,
hunting makes sense.
Yeah, hunting makes sense. But I am married, and I got two little kids. I don't know. Amazingly, someone fell in love with me. I don't know how it happened, but, yep. But I got two little girls at home, and they're both angels, and, I'm blessed.
That's
good
cool.
stuff.
That's cool. And I find, I was thinking about today the group of...
Whoa.
Who's the what?
Yellow jacket. He's on the seat. I need something to swat him with. Here. Oh, I got my shoe. There he is.
There's him off.
Give me a shot.
Just smush him. You don't even have to hit. Just push down and smush him.
Just climb up a little more. Oh, he flew. I don't know where he went. There he is. I got him.
Make sure he's smushed.
Crisis avoided.
Wow, you can't pay to have this kind of excitement, man. I'm so glad the camera was running for that. Watch as Andrew Penzi jumps out of his seat.
Don't mess with me, Yellow Jacket.
The group of...
Whoa.
Who's the what?
Yellow Jacket.
Watch as Andrew Penzi jumps out of his seat.
Don't mess with me, Yellow Jacket.
We have so much gear, it must have landed on something, and then when we were putting it in the car.
Yeah, amazingly, we got all the gear in the car. It's a tight fit, but made it happen.
And I don't even remember what we were talking about. I think your kids.
My kids are great, and they're a little more dainty, so I'd love to bring them into the woods, but just haven't gotten there yet.
Hunting makes sense. That's where we were at. That's where we were at before the. Oh man, I'm just so tired from. I've been building this thing in my basement and not getting enough sleep that I went pretty unfazed with that whole thing. So anyway, folks, thank you for joining us. This is Andrew Penzi from Comac, New York, and he is taking on the Map Reading Challenge, Part 2.
Map Reading Challenge.
This year, we should tell you some of the differences, although I'm probably going to be repetitive because I'll say this in other episodes. I let Andrew pick his own spots this year, whereas last year I gave him a designated area.
Hopefully that'll work out.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, it's basically you're taking on more now because more of it is on your shoulders to figure out. And what are some other differences? Well, that's the main one right now. And when I think of the other ones, I will tell you.
Trail camera. We're going to try out the trail camera this year.
Yep. Last year, no one used any trail cameras. In the Map Reading Challenge, I originally set it up that you could use up to 2, but I'm going to make an adjustment to that. And so you'll see that in the new scoring and guidelines episode or video. But that's it, folks. This is Andrew Penzi and Sean McVeigh signing out. Map Reading Challenge. Blah.
Woo! Yeah!
So what's up, man?
I kept trying to stay off the deer trail. And I kept finding myself on it because it was so clear.
Right.
It was like an easy path through the woods, so. I only have an hour to scout, so it's a half hour in, a half hour back. Not a lot of time. Real excited about it. Gotta get this off.
Get off. So what's up, man?
Great trail.